Through the bars of my window, Mother Nature comes to say hello today. We are in early February 2024. When you attach that number to eternity, it's kind of a silly thing that we're playing. We're on the tip of eternity, which is a very exciting place to be. Greetings, I am that I am. A sun, a fire, a reflection of the Creator. This morning, hi Fufu. This morning I was awoken. Let me catch you up really quick on what's going on here. The biggest rainstorm. I've been here about 25 years, somehow, in the city of Los Angeles. And in the background there, you hear the construction and the noise of the big city. Creator had me living in one of the most chaotic places possibly in the world. So chaotic, in fact, that it forced me into my cave, where the walls now speak of freedom, of sacrifice, of longing, to the point where I'm pretty much just a streaming sacrificial offering at this point. 25 years in, giving the stakes of life, giving life the stakes of life and death every single day. That's what I gave it. And when you do something like that, it's inevitable that interesting things are going to happen in your life. So at about 3:33 this morning, I was kind of pushed out of bed, as I often am, to create, to paint the message of the moment. And what I have learned, you guys, and what's happening on planet Earth right now is truth. There's a level of truth that is coming to us, a truth that will set us free. There's no escaping it, no way around it. It's everywhere, within everything, because we are all intimately connected that way. And so today, just give yourself an opportunity to hear something new, hear something different, and allow common sense to come back, because it's been taken away. And the heart and the soul knows truth, because it has a vibration to it. It resonates. It has a frequency. So let the frequency move you today. So what I have learned is that the true disciples of the living God are not men. Because men have proved themselves to be scandalous, frivolous liars. And Creator God, the source of all life, does not live in a book. It's not a story. It's not a myth. It's not an idea or a concept. It is, in fact, a living energy, frequency, and vibration. It's happening right here, right now. Living within all life, in the moment. So we focus and we surrender to the moment. And when you do that, you are able to connect, and that frequency is permitted to flow through you. You and I are eternally bound one to the other. There is no such thing as separation. That was taught to you. So the message of right now came through today, okay? In two different images that I painted with a sword. And someday I'll show you how I do that. For I am the sword. Archangel Michael is my spiritual self. And I have many things to share with you. So it's basically the same message, okay? And it came through very quickly. These paintings happen very fast. I'm going to go to this one first. Right underneath the cat stand, which is these guys are our everything. Mother Nature. There's a bunch of us here. There are two sides and two faces to our reality, to this creation, to this life experience. Without question and without doubt. There is the darkness and there is the light. Two incredibly organized families united under one Creator, God. For God is all things, separate from no thing. Does that make sense? Within the fabric of time-space reality, the light and the dark are the fabric of manifested life. When the eternal yogi, Creator God, breathes out, manifested life occurs, impregnating his soulmate, the Great Mother, the womb of all creation. Thus, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Mother God. Father, Mother, and we are the Son. Bound together forever, eternally. Let's have some fun, okay? Two sides to this equation. The light and the dark, it is that there is not one without the other. This interaction, this dance, this battle creates first the momentum and then the fusion for evolution. Okay? It is the initiator, it is the instigator. It is what pushes you to know yourself and to know Creator God. Both within the human being, a living body, within the planet Earth, a living body, within the solar system, a living body, in which Earth is the heart chakra of that galactic body, and with the infinite universe, a living body. When the Creator breathes back in, we go back into the nothingness to meditate, to sleep, to rest, and to reflect upon that which we have discovered. It's been going on forever, and it will continue on forever, and so it is. Amen. Two sides, the light and the power of the darkness. The darkness has been ruling planet Earth for a very, very long time. So long, in fact, that the human being is living as a slave and doesn't even know it. A slave on his own planet. For a slave that doesn't know he's a slave makes for the perfect slave, because he will pursue his dreams with all his power and strength while giving away his gifts. And what he's earned every April 15th is when your chains magically appear. And most human beings don't even know they've been under siege since birth, that there is a battle going on. An honorable, glorious battle, a dance for the ages between the light and the dark. Just now people are beginning to wake up, for it is the darkness that forces the light to stand. It is the dark things that happen to you that are not a coincidence. Every soul will experience the shadow. Every soul has a shadow self that must be discovered, transmuted, and integrated. This is how spirit marries into matter to become one with Creator, who is not a thought or a concept, but a living thing. God is not living in a book. It's not an idea or a concept. They got man to worship books and characters in books. And this is why we are seeing Israel and Hamas kill one another for centuries, for decades. This is why we see the product of separation, that somehow we are separate from one another, separate from our brothers and sisters, separate from one country to the other, and separate from God, which is, in fact, impossible. For if you were separate from God, you would not have breath and you would not have heartbeat. We are one. And just like Star Wars alluded to, the original three, there is a battle being waged, but at the end of the battle, we come together with our arms around one another because there are two sides focused and determined to do what they do. Lucifer is known as the light bringer. Why? Because he will create the dark wedges, that we must overcome. Man's religion and government and IRS and Fed Reserve. He will create the dark wedges that we then must overcome. It is the light and the dark that creates the momentum and then the fusion for the evolution of the soul. And as I painted this, we see now this side overcoming and overtaking this side. This side is now surrendering. There are souls that volunteer to play the role of the shadow, of the darkness. You must have both teams. The chess pieces. You must have the white and the black chess pieces. So some volunteered to play the dark chess pieces now. Have to let go and surrender to the Creator God. And this is why the human being is living as a slave and doesn't even know it. And it started at the birth certificate, the contract of the birth certificate. This is a voluntary enslavement. You have volunteered to be enslaved, which is why the human is having a hard time coming to terms with this, because he was offered up at birth through the contract of the birth certificate. The contract being the most powerful tool in the universe. And this system has bound and gagged you through contracts and get you to volunteer for it. So through the birth certificate is when the human spirit was literally monetized. And you became property of the beast system. Discover the truth. There's a video on YouTube called The Truth About Your Birth Certificate. That's a good place to start. You got two names out there. Find your straw man and free your mind, Neo. It is a prison for the mind, Neo. It's time to wake up. I see a lot of faces here, and this will dry. That's a cool face. It'll dry, and then I'll work around it a little bit. It is time for peace and harmony on planet Earth. The battle is over, and it is won, and we all won. Because Creator is the master chess player. Creator is in control. And so as I leave you here today, the constant and consistent message from me, because I'm sending out every day as if it was my last chance. That's where I've been for about 25 years. I do it with sword, I do it with meditation and prayer. I do it in every day. Everything I do is a sacrifice, is an offering. That's where I'm at right now. I am that I am. A living fire. Not a man. And I have been getting to place gold and see everything surrounded in gold. And with gold is abundance. With abundance is comfort. And I think we could all use a little comfort right now on planet Earth. What do you think? Because this is very much a virtual reality, we are creating our own reality within the moment. So what you believe in is what you are worshiping. Be careful what you believe in. And be careful what you worship. And place no name before the living Creator of all things, who blessed you with the miracle of life. Why would you ever do that? Whatever you do, don't say a book told you to, because it's deeper than that. Surrender to the love and the Creator and the kingdom that is within. And only until you touch that truth will you truly comprehend. I am that I am is the most powerful thing you can say, do, or think. Until the next time.